these lands are Aboriginal lands. They always were and always will be Aboriginal land. We pay our respects to elders past and present. We're here to commemorate, to remember, and to grieve for, with love and dignity, the Palestinian martyrs, the infants, the children, the women and the men, the sisters and brothers, and sons and daughters, the Palestinians whose lives have been painfully cut short by the occupation. We're here to honor the martyrs in a solemn way, to remember their lives, to utter their names, and to mark what has been taken from them and from us. We're here because the 7th of October 2023 is a Palestinian date, marking both a new moment in the struggle for Palestinian liberation and the beginning of the war and the genocide of the last 2 years. I'll be accompanying you for much of the evening. In about 15 minutes, I know that our procession will be we'll be going to St. Paul's Cathedral and then to Parliament. But first, I would like to invite Wyatt Ali, who's going to speak. Wyatt is a Palestinian activist from Haifa, from Tantura, and a member of Free Palestine Melbourne. And please welcome Wyatt.
Thank you, Carlos. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I acknowledge and pay respect to the Wurundjeri people of Kulin Nation, whose land I live and work upon. It always was and always will be Aboriginal land, as Palestine always was and always will be Palestinian land. Thank you. Tonight, our community and communities around the world gather in mourning and grief. We remember the countless Palestinian lives lost, especially during the past 2 years of genocide in Gaza. For 77 years, my people, the Palestinian people, have endured the brutal reality of Zionist occupation, a system designed to empty historic Palestine of its indigenous people. Colonialism understands only one language and one policy: to kill and keep killing until it wins, but not with the Palestinians. They kill and keep killing despite the global outrage, condemnation, and empty, meaningless sanctions. They kill because it is the only way to sustain their colonial project in land. For example, and there is many examples in our Palestinian history to give and to talk about. In 1929, the British executed 3 fighters, Palestinian fighters, Mohammed Jamjoom, Fuad al-Jazi, and Asir, to suppress the Palestinians' resistance. And those 3 people been fighting for self-determination and statehood for the Palestinian before even the Zionist project was anything. In 1948, Israel carried out the Nakba, killing tens of thousands and displaced over 900,000 Palestinians according to our statistics. It raised 500 erased 520 Palestinian villages. Also, in 2000, during the Second Intifada, they killed the 12 years old Muhammad al-Durra in Gaza, live on camera as the world watched. That same year, they killed Faris Auda, a 15 years old boy, shot by a tank while he stand in front of his house in his neighborhood with a stone in his hand. And just recently they killed Hind Rajab, 6 years old girl with 335 bullets fired into her family's car, killing her along with her 5 beloved family members. Each name of those and many others, each story, each child represent generations of Palestinians who have been denied the right to live freely in their homeland. But we must acknowledge the painful truth. The world has too often looked away as Palestinians in Gaza and in the rest of the historic Palestine have suffered brutal, relentless hardship. But the Palestinians have refused to surrender after all those crimes. They have refused to be reduced to more statistics or mute status in the shadow of oppression. It is uncomfortable, perhaps, for some to witness Palestinian resistance because they want us to be quiet, complaint, and peaceful victims. They want us to be peaceful victims. They want Palestinians to be suppressed quietly, tortured quietly, starved quietly, killed quietly. They want us to be nice victims. They want us to accept the weapons used to kill our people. Weapons paid for by taxpayers without complaint. They want us to accept the false calls for peace, while our rights, our homes, and our very existence are stripped away. But despite all the suffering, our people remain unbroken. Our resilience, our memory, and our love to Palestine are stronger than any weapon, than any war, than any project, than any genocide. We honor the lives lost. We honor the children, the families, the heroes of our homeland. And we And we commit ourselves to remembrance, resistance, and justice for every Palestinian in Gaza and beyond. Free, free Palestine. We shall all return to our villages, to our homeland, to our houses. We shall return to Palestine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Moed. I was asked to tell all the Palestinians to please come to this part of the park, come over here, so that in a few minutes we can then start the procession. So please make your way this way, and in a few minutes we'll then start the walk over to the cathedral and parliament. So bear with us for a few minutes. Thank you.
Thanks, Carlos. So anyone from the Palestinian community, if you'd like to take part in the procession, we've got a few items, etc., in which we want to honour our people and our symbols of our people. Come over to me. We don't bite, you know us. Thank you.
I mean, they might. Find that.